大家好，欢迎你回到 CHI 214的频道，我是高老师。今天我们要学完第18课对话2。第18课说什么？运动。If you follow along with this video and do what it instructs you to do, you will be able to accomplish the following learning objectives. Number 1, you'll be able to read, understand, and pronounce with correct tones all of the assigned vocab words for next class's in-class quiz. Number 2, you'll be able to read and fully comprehend entirely on your own Lesson 18 Dialogue 2. And number 3, you'll have a basic understanding of the dialogue's main grammar points, and there are 2 that we'll focus on here in this pre-class video. 准备好了吗？好的，我们开始吧。Let's start preparing for Lesson 18 Dialogue 2 by first listening to the audio of our new vocab words. As you hear the speaker pronounce these words, please try your best to mimic their pronunciation out loud.
Lesson 18, Dialogue 2, Vocabulary.
上大学
To attend college or university.
为了
For the sake of.
提高
To improve, to raise, to heighten.
水平
Level, standard.
足球
Soccer, football.
比赛
Game, match, competition, to compete.
国际
International.
美式
American style.
应该
Should, ought to.
脚
Foot,
踢
To kick,
手
hand.
抱
to hold or carry in the arms.
压
To press, to hold down, to weigh down.
背
By.
担心
To worry.
棒
Fantastic, super. Colloquial.
运动服
Sportswear, athletic clothing.
半天
Half a day, a long time.
Please go back now and listen to this audio at least 2 to 3 more times, repeating out loud what you hear. Let's listen now to the dialogue from Lesson 18, Dialogue 2. And I've split the dialogue into 2 different parts. So first, let's listen to the first half of Lesson 18, Dialogue 2.
Lesson 18, Dialogue 2. Watching American football.
王鹏的妹妹王红刚从北京来，要在美国上大学，现在住在高小英家里学英文。为了提高英文水平，她每天都看2个小时的电视。
快把电视打开，足球比赛开始了。
是吗？我也喜欢看足球赛。这是什么足球啊？怎么不是圆的？
这不是国际足球，这是美式足球。
Let's listen now to the second part of Lesson 18, Dialogue 2.
足球应该用脚踢，为什么那个人用手抱着跑呢？
美式足球可以用手。
你看，那么多人都压在一起，下面的人不是要被压坏了吗？
别担心，他们的身体都很棒，而且还穿特别的运动服，没问题。
我看了半天也看不懂，还是看别的吧。
你在美国住半年就会喜欢了。我男朋友看美式足球的时候，常常连饭都忘了吃。
Please go back now and listen to this audio at least 2 to 3 more times, making sure you can fully understand what both speakers are saying. Now that you feel comfortable with the audio of the new vocab words and the dialogue, it's time to start reviewing those new vocab words from Lesson 18 Dialogue 2. And one of the best methods to review and remember new vocab words is flashcards. So to begin using Quizlet's free flashcards, just scan the QR code on your screen here or click on the link below in the description section of the video. Let's look now at the first main grammar point from this part of Lesson 18, Dialogue 2. This is how it appears in the textbook. 足球应该用脚踢，为什么那个人用手抱着跑呢？为什么那个人用手抱着跑呢？ Here we want to focus on 这, which is used to indicate the continuous aspect of an action. So 这 is placed after a verb or between two verbs, which we can see in the example above, where it's placed between the verb 抱 to hold and 跑 to run. If it's used between two verbs, the first verb indicates the manner in which the second verb is performed, while the second verb is the main action. So if we look at the example in our textbook, the manner in which the second verb is performed, the verb of running, is that they're holding, right? They're holding the ball as they're running. 好的，我们来练习一下。老师站着教课。老师站着教课。So the first verb here is telling us the manner in which the teacher is performing the main verb. How is the teacher performing the main verb of teaching the lesson? She's standing. 中文怎么说? The students sat, listening to the lesson. So the main verb here is going to be listening to the lesson. 学生坐着听课。学生坐着听课。So in what manner did the students listen to the lesson? They performed that action by sitting. 坐着。好的，中文怎么说? I like to listen to music while lying down. And again, don't forget the first verb in this sentence structure indicates the manner in which the main verb is performed. 我喜欢躺着听音乐。我喜欢躺着听音乐。So here the main verb is to listen to music. And in what manner do we like to listen to music? We like to listen to music lying down, 躺着。Let's take a moment now to review the particle 着. Please form sentences to signify the accompanying action by using 着. And remember, the second verb is the main verb, and the first verb signifies the accompanying action. You may want to pause the video here because I'm about to give away the answers. 老王坐着看电视。老王坐着看电视。So how does 老王 like to watch TV? He likes to watch TV while sitting. 第二呢？弟弟站着吃饭。弟弟站着吃饭。So in what manner does my younger brother eat? He likes to eat while standing. 第三，老师坐着上课。老师坐着上课。So how does the teacher attend class? The teacher attends class by sitting. Let's move ahead now and look at the second main grammar point from Lesson 18, Dialogue 2. This is how it appears in the text. 你看，你看，那么多人都压在一起，下面的人不是要被压坏了吗? Here we want to focus on the character 被. 被 is used to express a passive voice sentence. And so the passive voice is used either to de-emphasize the agent of the action or when the agent is unknown or undisclosed. In Chinese, passive voice sentences are usually about negative events or misfortunes, as you can see above. 被压坏了吗 means to be squeezed to death almost. 好的，我们来练习一下。The basic structure of a passive voice sentence is this. You'll have the receiver of the action, followed by 被, 叫, or 让, sometimes you'll have the agent of the action included, then you'll have the verb, and then followed by another element, which oftentimes is le, as you can see in the example above. 我的手机被拿走了。我的手机被拿走了。So here we're simply stating that my phone was taken. 我的手机被拿走了。Notice how the agent of the action is omitted here. Sometimes what you'll see people do is they'll refer to the agent as 人, meaning people or someone. 好的，中文怎么说？ My homework was eaten by my dog. 我的功课被狗吃了。我的功课被狗吃了。So here this passive voice sentence starts with the receiver of the action, me, in my homework, followed by the passive marker, 被, 叫, or 让, then followed by the agent of the action, which we've named in this sentence, 狗, my dog, 我的狗, and then the verb and the other element, 吃了。好的，中文怎么说？ My money was taken away by someone. 我的钱被人拿走了。我的钱被人拿走了。So again, we have the receiver of the action, me, and my money, 钱, followed by this passive marker, 被, 叫, or 让, and here we include the agent of the action, 人, followed by the verb, 拿走, and the other element, 了。好的， the coffee was not drank by my friend. 中文怎么说？ To negate a passive voice sentence, you can simply use 没 or 没有。咖啡没被朋友喝完。咖啡没被朋友喝完。Notice here how 咖啡, the subject, leads off the sentence, followed by the negation marker 没 or 没有, followed by the passive marker 被, 叫 or 让, followed by the agent of the action, 朋友, the verb 喝, and here is our other element. Notice how the other element here is a complement, 完, it's not了. Why? Because the action wasn't completed. So you don't need a le here. You'll have to use a complement. And again, if you want to negate a passive voice sentence, all you have to do is use 没 or 没有 before the passive marker. 好的，我们来练习一下. Let's take a moment now to review passive voice sentences. Please form sentences in the passive voice using 被, 叫, and 让. You may want to pause the video because I'm about to give away the answers. 第一，他的车被女朋友开回家了。他的车被女朋友开回家了。So here we have the subject, his car, 他的车, followed by 被, the passive marker, followed by the person who did it, 女朋友, and then the verb 开回家, followed by the other element here, which is 了. The action was completed. 好的，第二呢？他买的水果被妹妹吃了。他买的水果被妹妹吃了。So here we're simply stating that the fruit that she bought was eaten by her younger sister. Notice how the other element at the end of the sentence here is not a complement, but rather 了, to indicate that the action was completed. 第三呢？小李的书被小高拿到教室去了。小李的书被小高 拿到教室去了. So again, we have the subject leading off the sentence, Xiao Li's book, the passive marker 被, followed by the agent of the action, Xiao Gao, and the verb, 拿到. And we have the dao chu structure here, which is then followed by the other element, le, to indicate that the action was completed. For additional explanations and examples of these grammar points, please do reference your Integrated Chinese textbook, pages 243 to 246. If you enjoy watching Chinese films and videos, you should definitely check out these two websites. The first one you're seeing here at the top of your screen is called 土豆, which literally means potato. But it's an excellent Chinese video sharing website. You'll find all kinds of videos on there, including full movies. The second one on your screen here, in the lower part of the screen, is called Youku, and it's very much like YouTube. In fact, it's oftentimes referred to as the Chinese YouTube. So in order to use either of these websites, all you have to do is scan the QR codes on the screen or click on the links below in the description section of this video. And finally, once you feel comfortable with all the vocab words, characters, and grammar points from Lesson 18, Dialogue 2, don't forget to take the pre-class practice quiz in Canvas before our next class session. 好的，我们就说到这儿，下次见，再见。